சமூக இடைவெளியை பேணுங்கள். சுகாதாரம் அனைவர அருகமைப்பாக சுரட்சிகரமானது பாதுகாப்பை.
Today is the opening day of the Colombo International Book Fair, and it's a very happy occasion to see so many people together, because after lockdown was declared in Colombo and the rest of Sri Lanka in March, life still has not returned 100% to normal. I'm very happy to see people gathered here, large crowds, and the organizers have taken safety precautions. There are extreme safety precautions, and the crowds also seem to understand the situation and behave accordingly. Everybody is wearing masks, and let's hope the book fair becomes the success that it has been in previous years. The very first day of the Colombo International Book Fair, it was blistering hot in the morning, but now it's rather cool and nice after an evening shower. So the crowds are coming in, but compared to the past years, I don't see a very big flow. In the morning it was more crowded. I want to go in and see now. Let's go in and see now what the crowds are like inside, because this is an eagerly awaited event. Throughout the year we have had no events. In March and April we had lockdown in Colombo and throughout the island, and though it has been eased and COVID-19 brought very much under control within the country, that's why the organizers decided to go ahead and got the permission from the authorities to hold the book fair. But still, people, let's see whether people are as eager as they were before to come and browse, look at books and buy. I am quite eager, and the restrictions are there. I've got this right here. When I go in, I will wear this. It will be nice to go and touch the books, smell the books that that formed us into what we are. It's about 8:30 p.m. I just don't see the crowds that we normally see at this exhibition. The economic problems, the chaos caused by COVID-19 is responsible for that. In the morning there was a fairly large crowd, but right now, well, it's kind of it's very disappointing. So let's take a look at the books. It's actually very interesting. In this publishing house there are translations. There's Agatha Christie, Five Little Pigs. These are translations from English to Sinhala. This is a children's book. Laura Lee Hope's Bunny Brown and his sister Sue playing circus. And this is a book by a Sri Lankan who's climbed up to the base camp level of Everest. And this is Perry Mason. It's interesting to see that Perry Mason. I still am a big Perry Mason fan, but only thing I haven't read or reread those books in years. So nice to see a translation of Perry Mason. This is Howling Dog. I don't think I've read this one. Articles from Reader's Digest, Drama in Real Life. That's interesting. And this is T. Lobsang Rampa. I used to read these books during my school days, but I believe he was exposed as a fraud and not Tibetan at all. Someone British who's actually never traveled to Tibet, that's what I heard. But anyway, it's interesting that there's a translation. And there is even a translation of the Kama Sutra by Vatsayana. This bookshop has a lot of, is almost exclusively English titles from the West. Many of them are blockbuster type thrillers. Romance. And this Stieg Larsson, the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. Seasons of War. මේ හලි අපිට පේනවා මේ ජේන් නෝවෙල් කතාව තියෙනවා චාර්ලස් බ්‍රොන්ටේගේ මේක පරිවර්තනයක්. එතකොට මේක පරිවර්තනයක් The Story of the Russian Revolution. මේක තියෙනවා මේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකික නවකතාකරුවෙක් ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් ලියපු ඉංග්‍රීසි නවකතාවක් Behind the Eclipse කියලා මේක ඇෆ්‍රිකාවේ ඉබෝලා වසංගතය ගැන ප්‍රමෝදිත් රූපසිංහ කියලා. So what a contrast from yesterday, the opening day of the Colombo International Book Fair. It was washed out in the evening. There was intermittent and slashing rain, and when I came back in the evening there were very few people. Today is a Saturday, and this is more like the book fairs of the past years. There are people, and it's really a joy to see such crowd, because people haven't stepped out except for the election campaigns. They haven't stepped out at all during the past 6 months in such large numbers, and now I think they are making the most of it. It is not the politics which are important really, it is the culture, the books, and the people relish this moment. Governments come and go and they do more harm than good, but books are there forever. They teach us the good things in life, they make us reflect, contemplate. It is not normal for police checking of your personal belongings and bags at the entrance to the Colombo International Book Fair. I think this happened not because of COVID-19, because it happens because of the terrorist bombings which took place in April last year, targeting Catholic churches, and that is the reason why.